We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing right away is Williams. And the Saints pressure gets him. For a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And right away, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Miller again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Looking to throw is Williams. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out
what on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from
Williams loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
Second and 9. They're going to look to throw. Olave over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here is 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he is Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Palmer, 61 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A handoff running left is Miller. And he will pick up the first down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on a catch and run. 30 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Back to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there. A full 10 yards. So that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Al Woods coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
To the air, Williams. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away now from moving out in front. They're going to try and run. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 60 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Williams. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is 2nd and 8. But now an audible here into something else. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up.
Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On play action, here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kene Nwangu. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. Oh, what a move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Able to find his man, John Phillips.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Palmer going in motion right. To throw, Williams. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Palmer, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He completes it to Olave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Miller, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 2nd down, goal to go. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, He needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a 6.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going up top for Miller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. We'll see.